100 years of cannabis prohibition has ruined millions of lives. Now that many countries, including Jamaica, are relaxing their laws around cannabis use, it's providing an opportunity to correct wrongs of the past, earn money, and make cannabis more accessible to healthcare patients. But to increase the chances of this happening, the industry requires specific support systems to drive growth. And that's true for Jamaica and everywhere else in the world. Happy 420 everyone. It's International Cannabis Day, and I've created a quick 3-part series that will clarify how the medical cannabis industry is meant to work and the opportunities for Jamaica. Throughout many cultures, cannabis is seen as a teacher, so it's only fitting I use the anatomy of the plant to explain the industry. Everything starts at the root, which must have certain fundamentals in place to promote industry growth. These include progressive laws, an educated population, and a national strategic plan that outlines the goals for the industry and the path to success. Just as the stem transports nutrients to the rest of the plant, the industry requires policies that feed the growth of the industry. Among these should be policies on cannabis's role in the health sector, product quality assurance, and creating social equity through greater small farmer inclusion. With those policies in place, the industry will begin to show signs of life, just as the sprawling leaves on a sativa plant. With a health policy in place, you can provide safe and natural remedies to treat diseases such as Alzheimer's or cancer. If focus is placed on social equity, then you've laid the foundation for wealth generation for the local farmers as well as the capital investors. And if you develop a rigorous ecosystem that guarantees clean and safe products that meet international standards, it strengthens the reputation of the industry and supports economic gain. So with the fundamentals established at the root, the policies feeding the industry at the stem, and the leaves generating growth, you can now produce the flower. And for the cannabis industry, that is economic development with social empowerment. That's the ultimate goal. In parts 2 and 3, I'll explore the opportunities for Jamaica and some of the steps that can help us get there. Happy 420 everyone. In the global cannabis industry, Jamaica is the dark horse waiting to step into the spotlight. Just like our coffee and our rum, there's a certain mystique around our cannabis culture that can be translated to income, jobs, and industry development. One sector that can provide this opportunity is nutraceuticals. Nutraceuticals refer to cannabis byproducts such as skin creams, oils, tinctures, and capsules that support overall well-being. This is possible thanks to the endocannabinoid system, a physiological network in all mammals that allows the body to interact with the medicines of the plant. Yes, we are literally designed to consume cannabis. The nutraceutical sector is also a path to normalizing cannabis, as it allows the plants to be safely integrated in different areas of our lives, just as any other herb. Nutraceuticals can potentially create 2 economic avenues for Jamaica: wellness tourism and the export market. Wellness tourism feels like an obvious opportunity when you consider it is a fast-growing sector valued at over $800 billion US. We already have a strong tourism product with excellent marketing communications. Our tropical environment is sought after by wellness seekers, and our culture is one of our best assets. With the right policy framework in place, we could create cannabis-inspired experiences that caters to the mental, physical, and spiritual needs of visitors. This could range from CBD oil spa treatments to wellness retreats offering holistic healing with cannabis products. The big idea is that we work with our natural resources. A product like this is something no other country can offer the way Jamaica can. The export market is another potential growth opportunity through the nutraceutical sector, thanks to the global fascination with Jamaican cannabis. And we have all the pieces to develop a strong and reputable sector. We have the academic researchers, the scientists, the manufacturing capability, and enough cultivators to supply all the raw material. Since 2018, Jamaica has made more than 200 exports of cannabis flower and oil to 10 countries. Each year, more countries are legalizing cannabis, as well as facilitating fair trade. Once we can create products at the requisite standards, the export market represents a thriving opportunity. In my third and final video, I'll share some recommendations that can build the foundation to attain these goals. So far, we've looked at the structure of a successful medical cannabis industry, as well as the growth opportunities for Jamaica. How we get there will depend on intentional actions that promote long-term success. The linchpin in the medical cannabis industry is quality. That means the products must be free of any mold or toxins, and the medicinal compounds should be consistent. For us to hit that quality mark every single time, I've identified 2 areas that require a broad focus. These suggestions are based on Jamaica's current reality, and they support the dual objective of economic opportunity and social development. The first is improving farming techniques. While we have a strong reputation of ganja cultivation, growing cannabis for medicinal applications requires more attention to detail. For example, the acid level in the water, or the room temperature while drying or curing cannabis, all influence the final product. If our local ganja farmers are to be successfully incorporated, they must upskill their cultivation techniques so that the raw material we're starting with is of the highest quality and we can avoid wastage. The second suggestion has to do with creating the ecosystem that facilitates the production of nutraceuticals. Cannabis products must be developed in a GMP certified facility. But for each individual licensee to achieve this is costly and timely. The solution? Provide public or private incubator sites that are already GMP certified and can test, produce, package, and label the products for the local and international markets. This would mobilize the industry and create greater efficiencies in cost and production time. Similar concepts have been established in Israel, and even locally, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation in 2022 opened an incubator for producers of essential oils. Of course, there are other issues at play to have a successful industry. Some of our current laws need urgent amending. The inability to access financing through the banks remains a huge roadblock, and a formal economic assessment should be conducted. The industry would also benefit from a central government approach that aligns doctors, pharmacists, cannabis licensees, the CLA, and the Ministry of Health around a shared vision for the industry. Given our natural resources, our history, and the potential the industry presents, Jamaica deserves a fair chance at maximizing this opportunity because we've contributed to the industry in so many other ways. Led by Professor Manley West and Dr. Albert Lockhart in 1983, Jamaica was the first country to develop a scientific-based commercial cannabis medicine in Cannabis, an eye drop that treats glaucoma and is still on the market today. We have a leading international cannabis scientist and researcher in Professor Henry Lowe, who also worked on the development of Cannabis and has been researching and creating cannabis products for the past 50 years. Jamaica is also considered the cultural and spiritual home of cannabis. Through reggae music and the Rastafarian lifestyle, we've left an indelible mark on the world that celebrates the intrinsic human connection to the plant. Cannabis is a gift to us, but it feels like we keep returning it unopened. We've made relatively good progress since decriminalization, but to get to the next level, we must own the process and stake our claim. It's the only way it's going to work. Happy 420, everyone.